Look at that picture. Jamaica nicey, Jamaica pretty, and that for that, good morning, Jamaica. Welcome back to Sunrise. It's time for some headlines, but this day, we're going to do it a little special. It's only Feel Good Friday today, and so we have the pleasure of speaking with Senior Brand Manager at Burger King, Orion Aitken. He's here to share exciting news about the Burger King Scholarship Program, a long-standing initiative that has invested over $106 million in Jamaican students, with over $11 million in scholarships and grants being awarded this year. So they're going to provide insights into the incredible opportunity for students at all levels. So welcome to Sunrise, Orion.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. It's good to have you, especially when you come here talking about giving away money. We really love to hear it. But tell us, for those who probably don't even know, like, tell us a little bit about your scholarship program. You know, how does it work? When did it start? Give us a little background.
Okay, so the Burger King Scholarship Program is a proud and long-standing initiative, you know, that is a reflection of our commitment to education and lifelong learning for our students, and this is supported by us, you know, helping to fund their academic journeys. This is an initiative really that is our value. That is essentially supported by both our team and, you know, our customers alike. And each year we're pretty much dedicated and inspired to, you know, help out those who are demonstrated a level of passion, you know, hard work and determination. And, well, the applicants, you know, depending on where the criteria falls, we definitely try to ensure that, you know, Burger King lends a helping hand.
Oh, I love that. I mean, education is something that once you tap into the right education, it can open so many doors for you. So tell me, is this limited to a certain age group? Is it something that's open to various levels of education? How does that work?
So yes, it is open to primarily the levels of education that we support through the scholarship grants are or PEP or secondary and students who are moving on from high school to university. So what can you tell us about this year's offering? Does it change from year to year in terms of criteria or anything like that, or is it pretty consistent throughout the years? It's pretty consistent throughout the years. You know, 25 years of investing in Jamaica's youth is a significant milestone for us. And, you know, we are definitely proud of the fact that we can then put towards $11 million or over $11 million in scholarships and grants to support these initiatives across the different levels of education. So where the criteria are concerned, students just need to ensure that they maintain at least a B+ average or a 3.0 GPA.
Okay.
That's one of the main criteria. They have to show support or show their involvement in a community activity or, you know, extracurricular activity. There are different sports scholarships as well, pretty much that highlights even for students who are excelled exceptionally in sports, but also they have to demonstrate that they've excelled academically.
So it's you have the academic aspect, you have the sporting aspect. So how exactly, it's $106 million over the period that the scholarship has been here, which is crazy. By the way. It's $11 million this year, but how much is each person eligible for example, like how does an applicant benefit if they are granted this scholarship?
Okay, so let's break it down by the levels of the scholarship.
Please.
So at the PEP level, there are 10 scholarships that are accessible to students. 8 of them are open to students island-wide, right, that are matriculating to the high school level. Each of these are valued at $300,000 and payable at $60,000 over 5 years, pretty much from first to fifth form, right? The other 2, they're specifically earmarked for students who hail from Clarendon. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Now, additionally, from the PEP level, there are 10 book grants, each valued at $15,000 each, and these are open to any students who are going into grade 7 come September 2025. At the secondary level, as mentioned earlier, we have 2 sports scholarships valued at $60,000 each, and these are accessible to any male and female students, grade 11 students more specifically, that excel both academically and also in a sporting discipline.
Any sporting discipline?
Any sporting discipline, yes. So we don't want to seem biased, of course.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. I thank you for that.
And
Yeah.
at the tertiary level, now, these are students who will be matriculating onwards to university. The tertiary level, there are 9 scholarships that are accessible. 4 of them are valued at $1.5 million each. These are payable over 3 years of university study. Then we have an additional 5 that make up the balance, of course. These are 1-year scholarships valued at $400,000 each. Now, one of the things about these 1-year scholarships as well, some of them are specifically earmarked for the students who hail from the alma maters of our franchisee co-founders. Oh. This is Mr. Rodwell Lake and the late Miss Loy Lake Sherwood, right? So the students who benefit from these particular scholarships would have to hail from those schools, which are St. George's College and the St. Andrew High School for Girls.
Okay, St. George's and St. Andrews. You get a little special, you know, because of, I understand, because of the affiliation with the Lakes. Right.
One of the other noteworthy mentions, though, especially for the students who are heavily involved in the arts, so there is a Loyal Lake Sherwood Art Scholarship as well. That's valued at $400,000, and that's accessible to any final year student pursuing a career or pursuing their studies at the Edna Manley College of School and Visual Performing Arts.
So it's from primary, secondary, tertiary. You're kind of covering all the bases in terms of helping people to access education. I love that for our students. I love that for Burger King. Tell us, how do we access it? Where do we go to apply or get more information on, you know, the requirements? Where do I go for that?
Okay, so you will be able to access, well, you can apply at raljm.com. Forms and everything is there for you to fill out. So
that's raljm.com.
Yes.
Okay, great. And that will have all the information.
That would have
That's
all
how
the information.
I can find out what I need to do, what I need to submit, and things like that. Because I assume you have to submit maybe some, like your grades or things like that.
Right. So as I said, you would have to maintain a B+ average at minimum.
Right.
You would have to submit your CAPE, CSEC/PEP results, of course.
Okay.
And, you know, your last 2 term reports and so on, as well as the fact that for the people who are applying for the tertiary scholarships, they would have to submit a essay, maximum 500 words, just stating pretty much why you deserve to get the scholarship.
That sounds fair. That sounds fair.
Sure.
I like that. I like that. All right, so thank you so much to Burger King and Orion for giving us this information, people. When money I give you, no take it, you know. Take it, you know. So for all the students out there, you need a little help. Parents, you need a little help. Burger King is here to help with that. So that's all the time that we have for headlines this morning. Our guest from Burger King has been Orion Aitken, Senior Brand Manager. And it's time for a break. Then it's time to check into virtual reality and look at some viral videos in React. We'll be right back.